Hello YouTubers, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Let me know in the comments below how your week has been. I'm extra tired today because I just got through a 8-day liver and gallbladder flush, and it was pretty interesting. So this week I'm just gonna share a little bit of what I did, why I did it, and how it went. So first off, why did I even bother doing a liver flush? Well, because I, like so many other Lyme patients, have the MTHFR gene mutation that inhibits my body from detoxing properly. I've also had a whole lot of gut issues throughout this whole healing journey. So before I even knew I had Lyme disease, I was struggling with my gut health. So I have been working with the Healthy Gut Girl. She has a podcast called Stuff Your Doctor Should Know that I recommend checking out. And she has encouraged me to start this liver flush once a month for a year. So this was my very first time doing one, and I just wanted to share a little bit about it. So the liver is this large organ that is in the right quadrant of your abdomen, and it's very important in the detoxification process, but it also has over 300 different functions in the body. On top of all the toxins that are involved with Lyme disease and Lyme disease treatment, just living in the modern world, we are bombarded with all kinds of chemicals, preservatives, dyes, fragrances that our body really didn't evolve to process and eliminate. So if we can do a little bit of extra care to kind of support the detoxification system, I think it's going to be beneficial for everybody. This liver gallbladder flush was 8 days long, and for the first 6 days I just drank this malic acid cocktail. It's just water with some malic acid crystals, and this malic acid is basically one of the active ingredients in apples. So it is believed to dissolve calcium, any kind of calcium that's accumulating in the body. So kidney stones, gallbladder stones are meant to be softened with the malic acid, and it's very, very, very sour, so I didn't mind it too much. What I did was put a teaspoon in a big 32-ounce thing of water in the mornings, and then I just kind of poured that into shot glasses and just drank little shots of it throughout the day between my normal waters and things. I also, throughout the cleanse, I was drinking a green juice that was, celery juice, carrots, lemon, and dandelion greens. And lots of teas, as well as drinking some milk thistle tea and dandelion root tea throughout the cleanse, and I'm actually still drinking it now. So for 6 days, it was just drinking the really sour drink in between my normal meals, but my normal meals are already very, very clean, so the only thing I did cut out and I was missing was fats. So you were meant to be on a low fat diet, and I actually did this for about 2 weeks prior to starting the cleanse. So just cut out fats, caffeine, alcohol, sugars, all that stuff. You want to eat really clean for a couple weeks prior to doing this flush, because it is very depleting for the body. So drinking this malic acid and then just kind of stimulating the liver to start flushing, I felt fine. I felt great for the first 2-3 days, and I actually noticed that I had really extra, this is kind of gross, but I had extra gunk in my ears, really gunky earwax. It was orange and just really icky in there. So that cleared up within 2 days of drinking this malic acid. And I guess it has very powerful antifungal properties. So perhaps I had a little fungal thing going on in my ears. So that cleared up within 2 days. But then on day 3, 4 of drinking the malic acid, I started getting extra fatigued. It wasn't too bad. Like, I was still able to do most of my chores and things around the house without too much trouble. I was just sleeping extra and just had a little bit of like drag in my step. Day 6 was drinking the malic acid super quick. Like, I had to finish this whole 32 ounces before 1 p.m. and start fasting. And so I did a 24-hour fast of just water and the Epsom salt. So this was the first time I drank Epsom salt, and it was not salty. It's bad. Like, this was the most interesting flavor I've ever experienced in my life. Magnesium sulfate tastes like. I just didn't, I don't know, I thought it was gonna be salty. And it was not salty. So I was like drinking it and then trying to rinse my mouth out with water, and it like made the water taste really bad too. So I was like squeezing a lemon in there, like trying to rinse my mouth out, and I had no, like, it just ruined my taste buds for like 30 seconds or something. Like, it just, oh, it's not good. It does not taste good. So anyway, I drank that down. I had to drink 1 tablespoon, and then, you know, it started flushing through me, and then I had to drink another one, and then I had to drink 4 ounces of olive oil, and this was like really intense. This was probably the hardest part, I guess. Although I think, no, the Epsom salt, getting the Epsom salt down is the worst part for me. But this orange juice, olive oil combo, and then laying down immediately, that was intense. So I had not had orange juice in so long, I think like 10 years, you guys, because guess why? I totally forgot. It gives me heartburn. And then drinking it and then immediately laying down was not the greatest idea for me, but I did not get heartburn, thank goodness. But I did start to feel like a little bit of like, is it gonna happen? But it didn't happen. I actually fell asleep. So 4 ounces, I'm gonna put up a picture. 4 ounces of olive oil is a lot of olive oil to drink. And I don't know if like stones actually came out, or if it was just clumps of olive oil, because it was like green little stones. And the olive oil doesn't mix with the juice, so you like shake it up and just try to chug it real quick. But if it's not mixing in the jar, it's not gonna mix in my stomach either, right? So I think it just kind of curdled and then little clumps come out. But I think it's probably a good idea to like rinse out. It felt like it was probably nourishing to just rinse out my whole body with olive oil like that. So I did it, and then I had to do a bunch of coffee enemas. So she had me wake up at 6 a.m. and start drinking the Epsom salt again. So I had to drink 2 more cups of it, and then 2 coffee enemas, all by 10 a.m. And so that was really exhausting. And by the time that I was planning on fasting for that day, but it just took so much energy out of me that I started feeling really shaky. I say I had like baby deer legs, because I was like getting a little bit like, ooh, I gotta eat something. So I broke my fast a little bit early. I only did a 24-hour fast, and broke my fast with some bone broth, and then started just having really light, you know, like pureed vegetable soups and more bone broth, and really just light refeeding, because after a fast you really want to make sure that you're refeeding the good bacteria after, you know, if I manage to kill any of the bad guys off during the fast, then I want to be refeeding the good guys to take up that room. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I did. If you want to try it out, I will put links to the Healthy Gut Girl below. I believe she actually has this as an ebook available. And yeah, these are the things I used, which I will show you a little close up. Got some just regular Epsom salt from any health food store, pharmacy, anywhere. Just make sure it's the multi-purpose one, and it's got the ingredients on the back to do a flush, because I know some of them have fragrances and stuff in them, and you don't want that. So make sure you get the multi-purpose. Lots of citrus fruits and lemon. Malic acid, make sure it's food grade. Organic coffee, of course. The S.A. Wilson's for the coffee enemas. And you guys, I have all my favorite products on my website, jenhyla.com/favorite products. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot my exciting announcement. So I finished the Lyme Survival Guidebook. It is done. I'm so excited to get this into more hands. So you can find the link down below. It's available on Kindle now, and I have the paperback coming soon. I had to order a proof to make sure everything looks good, and you can order a pre-sale copy and I'm gonna sign it for you. I can only ship it within the United States at this time, but you can get this for $11 on my website right now, jenhyla.com/guidebook. The links are in the comments. And I'd love to hear your experiences with this liver flush. If you've done one already, or you're thinking about doing one, let me know in the comments. And go ahead and hit that thumbs up and the subscribe below if you learned something today. Thanks so much for watching. I will be back next week. Until then, keep healing. Bye.